Good afternoon and welcome to A Spirited Endeavor. I am Russ.
I am Mark.
And today we're talking about Auchentoshan, which is a very unique Scottish distillery in that they are one of the few that do triple distillation, much like what you get out of your typical Irish whiskey.
Yeah, we just reviewed an Irish whiskey on a previous episode, and it was really interesting for us to bring this along so we could try this one against our recent fresh memory of the Irish whiskey.
Yeah, just to see what you get different with triple distillation versus the typical double distillation that you get with most Scotch whiskey. It's going to be an interesting day.
For sure. Now, what we found with the Irish whiskey and triple distilled whiskeys is that they have a tendency to be thinner.
Yep.
The oils are tamped down a little bit, distilled out, it's a much smoother.
Agreed.
Tasting whiskey in general. Obviously, I'm sure there's exceptions to that rule, yeah. But the Auchentoshan, which you've tried before and I have not, was a very smooth, described as a very smooth whiskey.
Absolutely. Well, it's and that's why I thought this was interesting, because having gone with that Irish whiskey last time, it was, like you said, a little thinner on the mouthfeel. The oils weren't as thick, but it was just a smooth, easy sipping whiskey. And this one being triple distilled, I personally noticed some similarities that I can only attribute to that triple distillation. So it's an interesting like for like kind of comparison for us to see what exactly that does.
Yeah, I'll be very interested in seeing what this one's all about. Now, I have some expectations with it, that there's going to be some vanilla in it. That and that's a kind of a through line with a lot of whiskeys is the vanilla from the oak barrel, and it's not actual vanilla. It's the oak.
It's the oils in the oak basically interacting with the whiskeys within the barrel. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. I mean, that's where bourbon gets it from, although with bourbon it tends to be a lot stronger because that's generally, well, not generally, that's new oak. Whereas with the Scotch, it's generally used oak, so it's there, but it's not quite as forward as you often get with the bourbon, I think.
Absolutely, and being, a used bourbon barrel or sherry barrel and everything, you're going to get essences of what was in that previously.
Absolutely, that's a very good point.
And so as the barrel ages and expands and contracts, I mean, it's going to pick up the oakiness. It's going to pick up what was in there previously, and it's going to all add up into, hopefully, if everything goes right, a very tasty dram.
I think you're going to enjoy this one. So Auchentoshan is a non-age statement in this particular case, and this one is aged solely in American ex-bourbon oak barrels. So a lot of what we've been talking about. But I don't expect there's going to be anything too off-putting with this. There's no, we were talking no sherry cask or anything like that. It's very simple. But that triple distillation really adds a unique touch to this one. It's very unusual for a Scotch.
All right, well, let's give this one a try.
I think that's a fine idea.
All right.
So more than likely there's been color added. It's definitely been chill filtered. But again, this one's not supposed to be a smack in the mouth flavor-wise. It's supposed to be a nice, smooth, easy-to-access whiskey. So color-wise, it's what you would expect. It's a little lighter than an amber, but gold.
For sure. And so you can see what the bottle looks like.
Good point.
There you go. All right. Oh, man, that's got a nice nose to it.
It does.
I'm definitely getting the vanilla in there, a little bit of the oakiness, but it's like it was maybe pulled just a little bit before, it became too much oakiness, at least on the nose.
And the alcohol vapors really aren't there. You get just a hint, but you can, like I said, put your nose right in that thing, and it's not bad.
Yeah, I've got something else, something tropical in there.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that now as well. There is a bit of a citrus on the nose.
Yeah, just a little touch.
Yeah, not much.
I'm really picking up the vanilla in that, but just the whiff, just a ghost of something citrus.
It's a very light nose. It's not heavy. It's not domineering. It's just nice and light, and it's got a refreshing nose to it.
Yeah. All right, let's give this a taste.
Very sweet on the palate. Nice vanilla. Really nice vanilla.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of fruit on that, but again, it's just like a ghost of it.
Yeah.
You know, something light. Getting a little coconut in that.
I would agree with that. Absolutely. Like the coconut cream.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm really getting the vanilla, like buttery vanilla in that too. And again, I think if this was aged just a little bit more, it'd be too much.
Oh, I agree. No, I wouldn't want any more oak to this. It's very nice, very light, very refreshing. And again, for me, I attribute a lot of what we're getting to that triple distillation. It's similar to the Irish whiskey, the Redbreast 12, in that it is a little thin. There is not a real thick or heavy mouthfeel, but the flavors are still present. It's just refreshing.
Yeah, what I'm finding on the palate is it doesn't cling to the palate as much as like non-chill filtered whiskeys will. I mean, because they'll hang out. You know, this one does not overstay its welcome in that.
Right.
It's there. It's refreshing. It's like, okay, well here I've just hugged your palate and I'm gone.
Yep.
You know, kind of a hug and run.
Now the price on this is very reasonable. If I remember correctly, this was under $40, somewhere around the $35 price range. So it's very reasonably priced. And you know, for me, this is something I could sip no problem, and it's not going to, if I decide I'm going to go have a meal or something like that, I don't have to worry about it lingering and interfering with my enjoyment of the meal.
Yeah, which is, you know, and this is maybe a good example of that whiskeys don't have to be expensive in order to be good.
Absolutely.
The only thing that kind of hits me on this is it's not really complex.
No, it is not. It's a pretty simple whiskey, but what it provides is nice. Everything there is just nice and pleasant, but yeah, you're not going to sit there and sort this one out for any length of time. It's pretty upfront with what it is.
And sometimes you just don't want that. You just want to kick back and enjoy, and you know, and understand what you're getting, and not have to spend an evening trying to puzzle it out.
No, absolutely. And I mean, if I look back at my bar kind of goes between two extremes. I have something like this where it's just, you know what, I feel like a dram. I don't want to put much thought into it. This is a good one for that. It's just enjoyable. And then I've got those other ones where you're best off spent, you know, give it an hour and sort through what's in the bottle or what's in the glass.
You know, having it, you know, the aftertaste kind of linger. I'm picking up like a peach. You know, I'm getting like a citrusy, like a peach flavor. Just like a ghost of it.
Yeah. Get a little bit of that on the exhale, actually. You know, when you initially exhale and it goes up through your sinuses, I pick up on just a little bit of that.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting it too.
Not so much on the palate.
Absolutely. But what a delicious whiskey, though.
It really is. Good find. And again, you know, at that price, heck, it's worth giving it a shot. But if you like something that's good vanilla and, you know, the coconut creaminess, that's pleasant. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I'm digging this one too.
So, based on our scale, what would you rate this one?
I'd give it a good solid 3. I think it's a very middle of the road.
I agree. It's not a bad whiskey by any stretch of the imagination. It's certainly not. Again, we said it's not overly complex. It's not going to challenge you. I've certainly had better ones, but there is a place for this in my bar. Hence, I have the bottle, and I will likely continue to have a bottle of this on hand.
I think if I were to stumble down out of my office after work and grab a bottle, this could easily be that bottle.
Yeah, no, it's easy to drink. To the point where I think you could probably get yourself in trouble on this one, because at 40% ABV and really no burn to it, that's real easy.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to just put a little drop of water in this last little...
I think I'm going to do the same. I don't expect much in the way of oils or spiciness, but it might surprise me.
It's brinier. The drop of water added like little brininess to that.
Yeah, for me it tamped down a little bit on the vanilla. I'm not getting that so much on the nose, and you're right, I'm getting more, I don't know if it's a spice or... Yeah, there is something different to it. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so...
Wow.
That did change it quite a bit, actually.
That changes the character of that a lot. Now I'm getting a little... Now it's a little spicier on the back end.
Yeah.
I'm not getting those fruits anymore.
I agree. Well, they were pretty faint to begin with, and I wonder if that just kind of pushed them out of the picture. The vanilla is not quite as forward as what I was getting before, that coconut cream aspect as well.
Yeah, that's been kind of pushed to the background, and I'm just getting that spiciness now.
Agreed.
But it's not overpowering spicy either.
No, not compared to some of the other stuff we've had.
Maybe I've changed my mind about this one a little bit with the drop of water on it.
Well, excellent. So we both give it a 3, an excellent score for what I view as a very, very good whiskey. And again, hopefully you can find some in your neck of the woods.
All right. Well, we certainly enjoyed sharing this one with you guys, and we have a YouTube channel, and we have our Facebook Live page. Like us, subscribe, and we'd be grateful for any feedback that you have, and let us know what you're drinking.
Yeah, and if there's something you're curious about, maybe one we haven't done a review on, and you'd like to see, by all means, hit us up, and yeah, check out the live stream on the Facebook page. It's generally a hoot. It's a really good crowd.
It really is. The comments and everything that we get while we're live streaming are hilarious, and it's friends and family and people new to our page, and everybody is on here to have a good time, and that's what this is all about.
It really is just a good time. All right, guys, thanks for joining us, and take care.
Have a great one. Bye.